everyone? Welcome to one more video from 161 Power Sports. And in this video, we're talking about the brand new Trailmaster Panther 550s right here. We've got the 550X, which is the electric power steering model. And then we've got the Panther 550 regular, which does not have power steering. But other than that, it's got the same specs on it. Let's take a look at the front of it. As you can see, this is not your normal side-by-side. It's pretty wide. The frame on it is wide, and it's got the seating space that's real wide as well. So if you take a look at the front, you get a real nice front grille with a winch that comes included, standard with the package. It's got the 3,500-pound winch that comes included right there. Let's look at the shocks right here. These are the YIT long travel suspensions that are adjustable right there. Take a look at it. For this price point, this model, I think that's a great add-on. I have not seen a adjustable suspension, the YITs on the 550s before, on the models that we've sold before. So very good add-on. That's real good value overall on this model. Look at the wheels. It's got full-size all-terrain wheels, thick knobbies right there, polished aluminum wheel right there on 26s and 14-inch wheel. That's what you get right there. 4-lug pattern. Disc brakes in the front, so that's good, pretty standard. It's a water-cooled machine. It's on-demand four-wheel drive, so it's got its CV axles in the front, and it's four-wheel drive. It's shaft-driven, so there's no chain on this. Pretty standard feature on it. Comes with door nets right here. Boom. And best thing about this is this interior cab area as well. Let's take a look at that. It's got a really nice spacious feel to it. Look at this thing. So it seats like 3 people right there. Got seat belts. You get a nice little glove compartment area where you can put stuff in there. Another little storage spot right here where you can put, your tools and whatnot. Now they've already designed this for an HVAC unit that's going to be coming shortly with these vents already in there at this area for an infotainment screen. So that's coming. So we just got to wait a little longer for that, but it's on its way. Let's look at the interior and turn this machine on and look at the controls. Okay. That's how you engage it with my left foot, but you got to make sure you're not holding that brake because it will never engage if you hold it. Right, and then comes with sets of 2 keys. Turn it on, let the fuel pump calibrate, and you get a little nice screen right here. I like the screen better than on this one than the other 550s that we have because it's very colorful, I guess. Look, so it shows you the time, battery voltage, your drive mode, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive mode with locking differentials. It'll show you right there, trip, and your odometer. Speedometer, RPM is fully digital, speedometer is fully digital, whole cluster is digital, and that's your gear selector gear indicator. It'll tell you what gear you're in, fault codes, parking, important gauges, flashing right there, engine temperature light, low battery indicator. Good. Now let's turn it on. You gotta hold the brake. It's got a nice feel to it. Pretty good. I love. There's literally no other sound than that engine revving up. So you can tell by the design of it, just by the sound, nothing but just the engine. So that tells you a lot on how it can perform at higher RPMs, which is, like while you're working and hauling it at its full capacity. Turn signals. So that makes it OHV legal in the state of Texas. So you can put a license plate, drive it on restricted areas like city streets up to 35 miles an hour road, which we can do that for you. Lights right there. Headlights, by the way. Winch control. Headlight, high beams, low beams. Hazard. Now this is like different turf mode. So drive. that is four-wheel drive, front lock differential, and then lock mode, which is independent from the four-wheel selector. So no matter what mode you're in, you can independently lock the rear diff. So right now we're in full four-wheel drive mode with the front differential lock. We can now lock the rear as well, right? Now you come back. Let's say if you want to just engage the four-wheel drive and then lock the rear differential, there you go. Now if you want to go back in two-wheel drive, you don't want the four-wheel drive mode and put the locking differential, there you go. So it's got that. And here's some warning, right? So change modes when UTV is stationary. That means while you're running this, you never want to switch because it's going to mess up your transmission, right? When in four-wheel drive lock, operate at low speed and allow extra time and distance for turns to avoid loss of control. So you definitely don't want loss of control because you're adding in traction to the wheel. All four wheels are spinning at the same time, so you got to make sure you do it very carefully. Do not switch continuously. The switching interval shall be greater than 5 seconds. So at least give it about like 5 seconds while you're switching it. So that's that. Also says, caution, do not plug any heat generating accessories such as an automobile cigarette lighter is the socket. Okay, so what you could do with this socket is, I would say probably maybe for, I think that'll be a real nice add-on in the summertime. Or if you want to do like any type of heat accessory, you just got to be very extra careful because this is running like 12 volt at 10 amps at 120 watts. So you got to make sure whatever accessory is going to be compatible with our socket. So you definitely want to don't mess that up. And these vents right here, I'm telling you guys, AC model coming up very shortly, and that will be the only AC model that you can get at the price point, which I'm pretty sure is going to be pretty solid and adds value to the purchase. And you know, that'll be in the market because I've seen Polaris Rangers, man, the 1000 cc's go for upwards of 40 grand these days. So that's kind of sad. We do have some olds side by side that does have like power steering. I'm sorry, your HVAC model, which you could like look at our channel under the Work Cross 1000 HVAC and then the Desert Cross 1000 HVAC. 2-door, 4-door, all options available. Right? So we talked about everything, and obviously the horn. Let me see if this thing folds down. There we go. Cup holder, phone holder right here for extra accessory. And you just put it right back up. All right, so let's go look at the bed. So, full-size bed, opens like a tailgate right there, just like a truck. I like the material on this one, it's plastic, better than the metal one. Rust proof. Towing, and then the same thing on the back. So you look at it, you get the long travel YIT suspension on it. So that's real nice. And then you get the disc brakes in the back, rear independent suspension, and then a little guard right here, which I really like, that protects your rear differential. Look at that size of that exhaust right there. It's very big. I've seen those on the 1000 cc's. No wonder it idles so good. Look at that. I love it, man. I love the sound of this thing. And look at this thing. That's your standard hitch receiver, so you can pull trailer with it. Manufacturer says you can pull about like 1,000 pounds with this thing. Let's talk about power on this thing. So the bore and stroke is 92 by 77 millimeters. It's got about like 34 horsepower on it. 500 liquid cooled. Obviously the compression. You get a system on it, so it's definitely got an ECU. It's electric start, obviously, 12 volt with 30 amp hour battery. That's the battery it takes. Talking about the engine oil, you want to use the 15W40. That's the right blend for this kind of machine right here. It also comes with the owner's manual, so definitely follow the maintenance guide on like the intervals on oil changes and stuff. I recommend breaking it in first 300 miles, change out the oil, and then just periodically get it done. If you're like a user like me, I mean, on my side by side, I get it done like every season. So I don't use it as much. I don't get time. But whenever I do, I usually change it up like once a year, every season. Now, you get our low, high, neutral, and reverse drive mode with lock-in differential features that we talked about independently with different drive modes. Two-wheel and four-wheel on demand with a shaft drive. And then we have the suspensions, the MacPherson suspension in the front and the rear dual A-arm. Both hydraulic disc brakes, tire sizes. Highlight that was, I think, 26/14. Now it holds about like 8 gallons. That's its fuel tank capacity. But we talked about the wheels. Those are like the polished aluminum wheels. Now it can haul and hold 1,000 pounds. That's its max load. Bed capacity is about like 550 pounds. So you can put like about 550 pounds and still use that dump bed. You guys, just a second. Towing, like we said, it's going to be roughly right about like 900 to 1,000 pounds. Now, ground clearance is, well, the lowest ground clearance on this one, not talking about the highest point, is about 14 inches, which is better because the other 550s just 11. So that's real nice. Now, we talked about the power outlet, the parking. Let's look at this dump bed real quick. So it's a hydraulic assist dump bed. All you gotta do is just touch it. It'll assist you. Just look at that backside of it. That's the engine, drive shaft, disc brakes, all of that right there. Boom, locks it in place. Power steering model, non-power steering model. This one, MSRP's right at about like $12,499. The other one's right about like $13,000. Give us a call at 469-669-1313 for more details and promotions on this on these machines right here. Discounts are available. We do definitely run promotions, so give us a call. It might be 6 months after we made this video that you might be watching this, so I want to make sure we get you the current promotions at that time. So for right now, what we're doing is we're doing shipping nationwide for a flat rate of $350, so we can get it to your doorstep, no problem at all, within 7 to 10 business days. So anywhere in the U.S., we should be able to go and get that done for you guys. Now, we also have financing available, traditional financing available up to 72 to 84 months with qualified purchases. As low as $0 down payment is available, so give us a call for that as well. We have so many different options and avenues to go and make sure you guys are taken care of. And this Panther is brought to you home. You also get the windshield. Trailmaster does not throw in the windshield, so maybe the promotion is also that we also throw in the windshield to get the deal done. So we always wheel and deal, make sure our customers are taken care of. So like I said, you got any questions, give us a call, 469-669-1313. We're located in Grand Prairie, Texas. That's the signage right there. You can see us from the tollway, which is the 161 President George Bush Turnpike right there, running on the top. You'll see us from the top. Got a little signage right there as well, billboard, sort of. Got new construction building going on, so you cannot miss us. We're in the service road and the first business after you get off the light. So that's that for this one, guys. Let's go and take it out for a spin, show you guys how it rides, and then we'll take it from there. I'll see you guys on another one. I missed one important feature on this thing that I forgot to show you guys, so I'm going to show it to you quickly before we go for a test drive. So, this one actually has a deal right here. Okay. Just like on our cars, you can pop the hood. Just like that. And see, look at it pop up. We kind of really like it because, see, look, you don't have to worry about this. You can also like hold it in place. Boom. And then get to your coolant, get to your battery, your relays, all that stuff right here. So easily accessible. Brake fluids, all of that. Tell you what relays for what, lights, you know, fuses, so all of that. So that's the access for it. You know, you got everything on here secure. Battery's nice and tight, so once you're done, put it back down. Locks it in place. Much better than the regular 550s, guys. All right, let's go and take it out.